Gonna just get it out of the way, spoilers for X-Men 97 herein. If you're not caught up and don't want to be spoiled, click away, I will not be offended. Anyways, as the animated revival gears up for its first season finale, let's take a look at the... Man? We'll go with Man, who's been pulling the strings from backstage and stirring up mutant-human tensions all season. Bastion. Bastion's actually a fusion of two other X-Men villains, Master Mold, a supercomputer built by Bolivar Trask with the purpose of overseeing Sentinel creation, and Nimrod, who... Dang it, this is another time travel thing, huh? What does it take for me to get away from... Anyways, Nimrod is a sort of super sentinel from the Days of Future Past timeline. Master Mold absorbed Nimrod into its systems, and the combined entity proved so powerful that the X-Men decided the only way to beat it was to push it through the mystical siege perilous and hope the rebooted entity wouldn't be quite so terrible. The result of this was a human sentinel hybrid with no memory of his past, who was taken in by a woman named Rose Gilberti and given the name Sebastian Gilberti. Unfortunately, rising anti-mutant sentiment resonated with Bastion's lingering programming, and he fell in with mutant hate groups such as Friends of Humanity. Eventually, he went on to start his own, a strike force known as Operation Zero Tolerance, and to advance his goals, he secretly outfitted some humans with nanotechnology in order to awaken them later as Prime Sentinels, to be later activated to attack mutants, seize the Xavier Institute, and gain access to the secret files Xavier was keeping on how to kill all the X-Men, because of course he had those! It's Charles Xavier! This initial scheme was ultimately stopped by the US government in a surprisingly benevolent display, and Bastion was ultimately arrested and somehow contained by S.H.I.E.L.D. Even being reduced to just a head by an apocalypse-controlled Wolverine hasn't kept him down, and he's resurfaced a few times to cause problems. And in one bizarre instance actually tried to save the mutant race from a potential extinction event just so he could exterminate them himself? This is why you run testing in phases. Robots do be crazy. Anyways, as far as I know, Bastion's currently dead, having been destroyed at the hands of Zorn, a mutant whose biggest claim to fame is that his twin brother pretended to be him, pretending to be Magneto. But if Marvel's proven anything, it's that you can't keep homicidal robots down for long, so I'm sure he'll be back. Eventually. Next week, it's a surprise. Even to me. Because I haven't figured it out yet.